What's going on, guys? It's Fancy and welcome back to another video. Today I'm bringing you guys 5 powerful tips to master your aim in Overwatch, and this could technically apply to any game, but it's mainly focused on Overwatch. So without wasting too much time, let's get straight into today's video. Now I'm gonna be looking over to the side here because I'm looking at my little notes I wrote. It's just telling me my main points I want to make. This is one I believe these are my tips. Okay, you know, I wrote them last night. These are the 5 things that help me improve in Overwatch, and this is, I think, the #1 thing in Overwatch is Deathmatch. It's super good. You can learn enemy interactions. Let's just say you're Hanzo, you get to play against the Widows and Cassidy's, I don't know. You get to play Genji, yeah, you can play against Genji, so stuff like that. So Deathmatch, you can play it right before you get into a game. You might as well play something while you wait for your queue. You go in there, you just play a quick Deathmatch, get warmed up, it's super good. And you can also just play Deathmatch in the arcade, which I recommend because that's just straight practice. And there's also one in the workshop. It's one where everybody goes try hard free for all, I think it's called. Try hard free for all. Everybody goes crazy in there. It's a crazy deathmatch, you know. So if you really want to get some experience, you could do that as well. And yeah, those are the main things I recommend for this first step. Now I do want to make some other points here. One of my main other points is learning how to flick and predict enemy movement. So I'm going to get into this. As you can see my screen now, I'm in the practice range. This is just going to show you practice range. I guess I could also say you could use to practice your aim, but it's really not that good after you get used to it. It really isn't anything special. The main thing I want to teach you is flicking, which is a pretty simple idea, but to actually master it is quite difficult. So because the target is moving, you want to aim ahead so you hit them. So basically, if I was to aim where the target is, it's gonna miss. If I'm going to aim where they are gonna go, it's gonna hit. So it's called flick shotting, where you do it really quickly with the mouse. Now it's gonna be harder to do on like a controller, but on mouse it's relatively easy once you get used to it. And yeah, it's basically just doing a quick flick to the head. And yeah, you can honestly just practice it like this if you want. But yeah, it's basically practicing flick shotting. And that's one thing you could also use in the deathmatch. Just practice that a bunch of times. This is more for characters that are aim dependent though. And that's mainly what I'm focusing on in this video anyway. So, you know. You could even watch replays if you guys want to, and you could see if you undershoot, overshoot, you could kind of get a basis of how your aiming works, because everybody's aiming is different, and you could kind of see where your faults are. So you could try to improve yourself watching your own replays as well. Alright guys, moving on to tip number 2, we have, so basically for this tip, we have a PC version and a console version. So the PC version of this tip is Aimlabs. Aimlabs is a Steam game that's really good, and it's one of the best things to improve aim in any game. You could change your different sensitivities and the settings for each game if you want to, and it's really good for aim training. And yeah, I would highly recommend it if you're on a computer. If you're on a console, I have an alternative version for this in the Overwatch workshop, which I'm going to show you now. So I'm just going to head over to play, custom games, create. And in the settings here, I'm going to head over to the import code, and I'm going to tell you guys a code to import. And here's the code. It's AA5QQ. Just going to copy it to my clipboard, paste it in, and there we go. Now we just start it up. And yeah, so this is going to be like kind of like just like, so what's cool about this is it's just like Aimlabs, but it's with Overwatch characters. Now I recommend hitting the strafing. That's going to be the best one. You use the interact button, which is E for me. Your interact could be whatever you put it to. On console, I believe it is by default, unless you changed it. It's the left analog stick, I believe. And okay, so Aimlabs training, you just destroy this to start. So now you're going to see the strafe here. So once we start, you basically just hit this a bunch of times. So yeah, you have a minute and you just practice. This is really good for flick shotting because the target moves around, as you can see, so you can practice your flick shots. So yeah, this is the alternative to Aimlabs, but if you are on computer, I mean, you could still do it this way, but I do recommend just getting the real thing. This is kind of just the way if you're on console, and you can still practice your aim. So really good for that as well. And the next tip is also about the workshop. Workshop has done amazing things for the game with aim training. And the third tip I have here is honestly just workshop games. There's one in particular I'm going to talk about, but there are different ones you could look up about aim training that are really good. This one I'm talking about is for Pharah. So you can learn how to kill Pharaohs in the air as your hit scan character. Fighting Pharah, let's see how this one works. It's 1DP4R. Let's import this code. Boom. And some things I want to change in this is head over to the modes, all, and put the respawn time on 0. And as well as, I'm gonna head over to the heroes general, put this on team 1, put the damage received on 10%, infinite ammo on, which is no ammo requirement, as well as your health, just max that out. This is just so you don't die all the time. You can actually practice training, yeah, it's just better in my opinion. So now we could just go whatever character we want to train with and practice killing Pharah. The Pharah's just gonna keep spawning, and you could just keep training. If you want to change characters, just restart the match. I'll just show you Cassidy really quick. Yeah, that's basically all that's to it. You just practice killing Pharah. Alright guys, the 4th tip, and I don't even know about this one. I don't even know classifying this as a tip. It's sensitivity. Now, I'm one that's not very, I don't really care about the sensitivity. I believe if you're a good player, that the sensitivity, you can play on whatever sensitivity you want. But if your sensitivity is ridiculous, then it could make a difference. There's no right sensitivity. I can't just give you a number and be like, okay, just use this. There really isn't. If you're on a computer though, I could tell you this simple thing. Take your mouse and move it. Let me show you guys. Take your mouse, move it from one end of your mouse pad to the other end, and do a full spin. If you're on console, really I just recommend lower sensitivity. I don't really recommend going that high with it, but honestly, whatever you feel comfortable with is what you do, man. Sensitivity will not affect you too much. It really doesn't do anything. If you guys really want to know my sensitivity, it's right there, but really it doesn't matter. Whatever sensitivity you pick, your brain's gonna get used to it, and you're gonna adapt to it. So that's why I'm saying it doesn't matter too much. But let's just say your sensitivity is 100%. Yeah, it matters. I mean, I guess you could play like this, but I mean, I don't recommend it. It looks like I just have aimbot right now. The aiming is really weird. Hold up. Okay, nah, I'm true. I mean, that's an example of you could literally play on anything. Okay, I can't play on, you can't play on 0, but you can play on 1. If you guys really want to, you know. Oh, this sucks so much. Okay, that's better. Guys, on to the last tip, and this is gonna seem like I think a lot of people are gonna be like, bro, this isn't even. Play the game, bro. Yeah, I said it, man. Like, come on, man. Look, it's serious. I'm being serious though. Playing the game improves your aim. The more practice you have, the more games you play, you're gonna improve your aim. So, I mean, it might seem like an L tip to some of you guys, but really, it's a W, man. Like, play the game and follow all the other tips, and you'll be a grandmaster in no time, bro. Let me tell you, man. Yeah, those are my tips, man. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And yeah, I just want to make a video helping some of you guys on the lower ranks. You know, it's tough down there. You know, I was once down there as well. You know, but yeah, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I hope these tips help you as it helped me. So see you guys in the next one.